Okay, so Kaya, I believe that's the pronunciation, right? This is the new film from Isabel Lamers. She writes and directs. Okay, is produced by Isabel again. Executive produced by Mari Acevedo and Rafa Laperol, with Sybil Santiago as a consulting producer. Cecilia Lee is on cinematography. Daniel Tong edits the piece. We have Juan Pablo Pineda III taking care of production design. Katharina Quirabin is hair and makeup, taking care of the stunts, like, organizing all the fight and all of that choreography. That was Lauren Mary Kim and Nico Ramirez. And we got Casey Contravida on costumes wardrobe. Okie dokie. Right, so our cast, right? Playing Nia Carlos Koch, we have Isabel Lamers. Her mother, Maria Carlos, is Gail Angeles. We have EJ Lapata as oh gosh, I forget the name of the guy in the gym who helps her, but that's EJ. And then the lady that heads the gym, like runs the team, Angel Batista, is played by Kaylee Carrigan. So the of the film is this: Nia, who is half Filipina, is determined to join a Filipino martial arts team to prove that she is undeniably Filipino enough. Right? So yeah, that's the film. Right? This is, man, it's really interesting because I think we don't often see things like from this kind of point of view, you know, which is, like, look, wherever you are in the world, there's always going to be situations people that might look a little bit different, right, to the said natives of whatever country, but they're not, right? They are natives themselves, but for whatever reason, you know, they could be perceived as being different, right? So I think that's an interesting entrance to this film. And I think Nia does a really good job, right? Because with this type of film, with this type of story, there is an emotional weight to it, right? So you have to be able to portray that to make people believe that there is a feeling of needing to belong, a feeling of outcastry, right? And Nia gives us this, right? And her mother, I think she thinks she is helping Nia, right? And I think part of this, it stems also from colorism. And this is a thing that you find in a lot of colonial countries, right? Any country that used to be a colony, there's oftentimes this, right? Because, all the colonizers were essentially white, right? And so they would, well, I think a lot of the times, right, the people they would favor were the lighter skinned people, right? They were natives from that country. And so then you have privilege associated with skin tone, right? And so this becomes this deep-rooted thing, and we see so many countries that have this issue, right? Or of people thinking lighter is better, right? So we have that scene where, Nia's mum is just like, oh, you need to put sunblock on, you're getting dark, right? Which is, I think if you don't understand, these deep-rooted issues, you might think that's such a, silly thing. But there's a lot behind those words. And I think we really see that, we really do. And so this is, right? It really makes these things hit home. Isabel sells that stuff for us, right? And, Gail does a great job with that as well. We've got the, Angel, the gym boss, let's just say. Her disdain, right? Thinking this foreigner coming, she ain't getting on the team, right? But also, you have to understand, Angel, right? She is looking to have this professional team, right? She's trying to train them to, be this big thing. So she doesn't want someone that's going to hold them back, right? So there's a lot going on, even within this, short film. It's like 11 minutes, I think, 12 minutes. It's not long, but there's a lot here. But the fight scenes are really well done, right? The stuff with the sticks, I forget what it's actually called. There is a name for that martial arts with the sticks. I've never tried that one. I just always felt that you know what I mean? Like, that wouldn't end well. That wouldn't end well. Like the kickboxing, I'm fine with that. But the stick, nah, that wasn't me. But all of that, it plays out well, because sometimes with these things, you're watching them, you're like, oh, well, obviously that didn't land. But a lot of these shots look like they land, right? And I think the crowning jewel is the end fight. Like, the end fight is really, really well done. You just buy it, and there's an energy to it, which there should be, because there's a lot playing on this fight, right? There's a lot playing on this fight. And so, it's done well. And what is really interesting and just well played, because there's the whole thing of showing emotion, right? Playing these characters and letting people see, the sadness, the lonely, just all of these things. Now, you can do that when you are just performing opposite someone, but do it during a fight, right? Do it during a fight. That's what is really impressive. And it's just the expression at the end. Man, right? Because we don't necessarily get clear conclusions or anything. There's an assumption that you can make. But I think, like, from that last expression, I think that says it all, right? That expression kind of is like, well, however this goes, there's contentment here, right? There's an achievement here. And I really, I really like that, right? I thought that was very well done, you know? And I do believe this is Isabel's, the first thing she's directed, I believe, you know, which again, right? And she's having a world premiere of the film at the upcoming Tribeca Film Festival, which is like, okay, you know what I mean? To have your world premiere at Tribeca is pretty freaking impressive. Yeah. Oh, EJ plays Malic. Right. That's the person who kind of helps train her. Yeah. So yeah, when is this playing? I do have the yes, okay, so Thursday the 4th of June, right? It is Short Theatre at Spring Studios. It's at 8:30 that in the evening. That's when it will have its world premiere. It's then playing at 5:30 p.m. on the 11th of June, Thursday 11th, and 2:30 p.m. on Saturday the 13th of June. Right, that one will be at AMC 19th Street East 6th. Right, so yes, I mean, we'll put all the information on the website, right? So you can find out. It is part of the Competitive Edge Shorts block. So yeah, people, I would definitely look to give Kaya a look, because it's an impressive piece of work. It's a fun piece of martial arts, but with this really heart-capturing story. You know, something that I think everyone can relate to, feeling like they're the outcast of something, right? That they don't quite fit in when they should. You know what I mean? There's no reason why they shouldn't. So, yeah, impressive. Well done. People, go take a look at Kaya.